Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kommen. Today we're going to be discussing a question that I get all the time from students that I work with, whether they're applying at the high school level or the university level. But today we're going to be focusing on university applications and specifically the extracurricular activity. Now, what is an extracurricular activity? It's something that happens outside the classroom. Extracurricular. These activities could include something like sports, a sports team, music, if you're part of a club, maybe it's a volunteer club. These are all examples of possible extracurricular activities that will greatly enhance your college application. So today, let's go through a few do's and a few don'ts of things that you should be thinking about when participating in an extracurricular activity. Do participate in as many extracurricular activities as you can in grades 9 and 10. The reason for this is you want to try to get as great a sample as you can to try to just test things that you're maybe a little bit interested in. You might find that you're not that interested in a particular activity, and that's okay. But the more that you try, the more you'll come to understand the things that you actually are interested in versus the things that you aren't. Do start to narrow down your choices once you start getting into grades 11 and 12. The reason for this is because as you start getting closer and closer to an actual university application, the universities are going to be looking for people who've actually chosen something that they're interested in, have stuck with it, and ideally have grown into positions of leadership. Do choose activities where you can show your leadership in a small setting. So once again, the universities want to see students who are A, involved, and B, contribute to their group in providing direction and leadership for whatever those groups' activities might be. And finally, do choose activities that are going to help tell your story. Part of every college application is going to include a personal essay, and your extracurricular activities are going to greatly inform the type of story that we can tell about you. So if you've risen to a position of leadership in your extracurricular activity, that's a story we can tell in your personal essay. If you face some challenges, maybe within the group or from external factors within your group, those are also stories that we can focus on in your personal essay when it comes time to write that. Don't be lazy. The summer vacation is here. We're all tired of school. We all want to kind of just kick back and relax. But it's important that during the summer you do something. Extracurricular activities, like I mentioned before, can take many shapes, many sizes. They can be anything that you want them to do. So just don't be lazy during the summer. Choose something and just do it. Don't forget about your GPA. Extracurricular activities are meant to be an additional element to your college application. But let's not forget the main focus of a university application is going to be the academics. So it's important that we don't let the extracurricular activities get in the way of our studies. So if you start to see maybe your grades are slipping a little bit, you don't have time to study for that exam because of one thing or another, maybe it's a rehearsal, maybe it's a team practice, or whatever the case might be, it's important to not lose sight of your GPA, making sure that all your homework and assignments are getting done. And lastly, don't overdo it. Extracurricular activities are meant to be fun. It's not a contest where you're competing with someone else for how many extracurricular activities you can do. If you find yourself struggling to manage your time or missing assignments or you see your grades slipping, maybe it's time to draw down some of those activities that you're doing and focus on just the ones that are the most important, because remember, the most important thing here is making sure that your grades and your schooling are all on track. So there you have it. There are some do's and don'ts about extracurricular activities. The reason extracurricular activities are so important in the application process is because universities don't want just to have a good student. Remember, the minimum entry for a requirement is to be a good student. What these universities want to see are students who are going to come into campus, contribute to the community, take on leadership responsibilities, and ultimately enhance the overall dynamic of the university community to make it more attractive for students in the future. Well, I hope that was helpful for you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more Kommen content, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.